Good evening, welcome back everybody. So, the fire alarm is off, okay, so I'm going to whiz out the profiterole and I'm going to put my pricky thing in them, and I'm going to have the profiteroles and see how that looks. Hopefully, by the time I've put my pricky thing in, there goes the fire alarm, one moment. So, hey, they don't look bad, do they? Look at that. So I'm going to sacrifice a profiterole, is a pregnant one here. So prick them. They're quite crispy at the moment. Just going to prick them. And then they're going to go back in for a couple of minutes. Oh, jeez. It's the pressure. I just can't. I'm not very good with the pressure bit of this. Not going to lie. Yep, so that's all coming out nice and dry. So, you don't want them too dry. You need a little bit of moistness still in there. I'm going to go back in for 5 minutes. Okay, now these have already gone a little bit. I'm not sure I need to prick them, but we'll prick the ends anyway. We'll put me prick in. There we go. So we've pricked the end of there. And they'll be alright. We needed some bread rolls anyway for the weekend. So we've pulled that one off okay. They're a bit flat. But they'll be okay. Now, these ones definitely haven't gone well. I'm not going to lie. Especially that one there. I don't know what happened with that. I think the dog was running around with that before it went in the oven, to be honest. So, I'm going to stick them back. Not too long though. Only about 4 minutes. So, now, what we're going to do now is we are going to make the chocolate. Okay, the chocolate sauce to go on them. Alright, so have a saucepan, have the chocolate. Need to take a little bit of water out though. You don't want the. I know I should have used vodka instead of water. I know. It's not the dog's fault, honestly. It is not. Well, it could be. He's very busy, though. Look. He's very busy. He's very, very busy. Chudley's okay. Yeah. There you go. Look. He's had, after his minor little op. He's had his stitches out, so all's good. All's good. He's a different dog. Well, he's not really a different dog. He's still the same dog. But so now we're just gonna soften over a thingy and a doobie firkin. So I've also got some cooling racks. Look, these are great, aren't they? Look, cooling racks. So when the stuff comes out on the cooling racks, because they need to cool. But we need this. That's not going very well at the moment, is it? I probably should have started that a bit earlier, really. But, you know, you can't have everything, can you? Not everything's perfect. Especially not the way I work. I don't think we're doing too bad with these. For a first attempt, I'll probably give them 6 out of 10 at the moment. 6 out of 10. Yeah, I reckon. But at least I had a go. At least I had a go, didn't I? Which is the main thing. I had a go. So this is chocolate, just standard milk chocolate with no additives, no nothing, no vanilla, no cream, no nothing. The cream's still sat over there. cream still sat over there. See, it's all going well. So, come back to the chocolate dippy thing. We might. It's right. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. Evening, Mrs. Hancock's. So you don't want the bowl to be touching the water, okay? It's a bit like, crikey, how did that? You don't. So it's a bit like you don't want it touching cloth. You don't want it touching the water. You just bring the water up to temperature. Okay, there you go. That's started to melt now. You can just see that's melt. It's just starting to soften nicely now. We've got another minute on the stuff in the oven. I won't call them eclairs and profiteroles. We'll just call them stuff in the oven. And then they're going to come out and they're going to go on the cooling rack. Now, I don't know whether I should cut them in half straight away so they cool quicker, or whether I should wait until they're cooled. But the chocolate's now going quite well, actually. That's going all right. The fire alarm's about to go off in a moment. And then, look at that, perfect timing. So, the profiteroles are coming out. Okay. I know you can't see it at the moment, but you will in a minute. They're very hot, I'm not going to lie. Now, the profiteroles, I'll post one to you. I'll post you an eclair. Be perfect. No, don't take that off me, Paula, because that's hot. That'd be a crazy. So, there's them. They don't look overly appetising, but I reckon when they're filled with cream, they'll probably be okay. Now the chocolate's going mental. So we'll give that a little bit of a... That just needs to sit there doing its thing for a minute. That's boiling, that would be handy. It would stop boiling. Even less well, which is a bit of a disappointment, but I'm going to now because see, that's still hot. That hasn't cooled down much, I'm not going to lie. So we now have we now got a cooling rack. They don't feel very heavy, they feel quite light, which is quite good, I think. I think that's a good thing. I'm going to put them on there. They're going to sit there and cool for a minute. A couple of them I haven't really got to worry about cutting in half because there's not much to cut in half. But I'm quite happy for my first attempt. My profiteroles are slightly better than my eclairs. I'm not going we're back round here now for a minute. Chocolate's still... Can you stop making a noise, please? I'm trying to do a professional show here. Sorry, apologies. Apologies for the noise in the background. I'm struggling with the staff at the moment. So you just want this to go nice and creamy. You don't want to melt it, because if you melt it too quickly, you could end up having the chocolate too hot. It won't remain shiny. So you just need to keep it just at a nice temperature, just enough to melt the chocolate, but not too much boiling. Okay, you don't want the chocolate boiling, because if you have the chocolate boil, you will take the shine out of it. So, and that's all from my own knowledge, that is. All from my own knowledge. Who knew? Who knew I knew anything? So there's that. So I think that's pretty good. We'll turn that off for a minute. Right, we're now swing back round here. We'll swing back round here. So they're cooling quickly, which is good, which is quite lucky. So what I'm now going to do, and if anybody's seen me on Twitter, I'm now going to take my mouse mat that doubles as a chopping board down there. We're going to, oh dear, we'll leave that way. We won't. We're going to take a knife, okay? Going to take a knife, going to slice it down the middle. And I don't think they look too bad. That one's not gone very well. But don't worry. Don't panic. Fear not. Fear not. We have others. So we're now going to... Eh? I know, the staff always ignore me, Andy. They have for years. So, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to bring my chocolate over. I'm going to put my chocolate just there. And my lid, I'm going to get my lid. Here's my lid. And I'm just going to dip it in the chocolate. And then turn it back over. Ta-da! And hopefully that'll sit there and do its thing. I'm gonna just dip that in there like that. Just let the chocolate drip off for a bit. Not like that though. Don't let the whole thing go back in the chocolate when a bit breaks off. Because that ain't ideal. I'm not going to lie. But, do you know what? That bit I've just eaten actually does taste like an eclair, which is quite surprising. My hands are clean, by the way, so don't worry. So we're going to slice these down the middle, and you dip one in the chocolate and let the chocolate go all gooey. Don't let it drip for too long though. Don't let it drip for too long, because as you saw earlier, a bit breaks off and it all goes a bit wrong then. So stick that on there like that. So we now have 3. We're going great guns here now, all over this. Now, you can't... Oh, no, that one's all broken now. Don't worry, don't panic. Fear not. We'll repair that with a bit of chocolate goo. There we go, look at that. No one would ever know that was broken. No one would ever know. So, yeah, do that one, put that one there. There's another bottom. We'll cut another one. We'll do, and then what we'll do is we'll do a couple of profiteroles. That's not very good. That one didn't go very well. That one had a bit of a car crash. So, Paula, don't go on. You were being quiet a moment ago, and now you. So we're trying a different knife now, which that works a bit better. That works a bit better. So drag it through the chocolate, move the chocolate around, turn it upside. Oh dear, turn it upside down. Oh, we've now got. We appear to have rather something going on here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's good. No, tops, 5 bottoms. We're all going well. All going. That's me chocolate eclairs that are ready as well. I need my spatula. I don't know where my spatula's gone. Here's my spatula. It's not helpful, is it, Nicola? Not helpful when people are like that. Bit of cream. Down like that. Okay. You don't want too much because cream's quite fattening. A little bit of cream. Like that. Bit more like that. Just like, stick the bits back together with the cream, perfect. So, oh no, my chocolate stuff's all gone a bit messy now. Oh, that one's made its way into the chocolate. There we go. So we'll put a bit of cream in there. Put a bit of cream in. There we go. So, right, so they're ready to be loaded up. As soon as the chocolates, you need to let the chocolate harden off a little bit. You need to let the chocolate harden off a little bit. They're ready to load up, you see, as chocolate eclairs. Now, get another chopping board out. I definitely need so the profiteroles. They you've got to be a bit. See if the dog likes it. Testing at the moment. Yeah, dog likes it. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Likes it. So now with your profiteroles, okay. Normally, what you might do is you might pipe them with some icing. Okay. Well, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do it slightly different. I'm going to make them like a little sandwich. Like a little sandwich. Little sandwich. Cut them in half. So you can see they've kind of gone right. Look, they've gone hollow. Hello, woo-woo. Put a bit more cream in these. Can't have too much cream, apparently. So, we're going to do that. Okay, we're going to put those there. We're going to lovingly present these on a plate in a minute. Be very careful with sharp knives. I'm quite surprised I'm allowed one, actually. So, lots of cream. There we go. Put its lids on. I need to get a plate out in a minute. It's a bit like one of those Christmas ice cream oysters, isn't it? This is. Look at that. See. And I know they need chocolate on top, but I have a way of doing that. Oh dear, trust me. Okay. So they've come out very hollow, which is good, because it means you get lots of cream in them and they'll be nice and scrummy. So, now we got that. Just what? Do that, yeah. Alright, now you're going to get a plate. New plate. It's like our new plates. Look at that. So, now what we're going to do, we're going to put these profiteroles, arrange them nicely, like that. Okay, so you didn't know that I was going to be giving you some top tips on decorating, did you, today? Let's get those out of the way for a minute. Let's put those over there. So you need to be able to see this, because I think you're going to be impressed. Ready for this? You ready? So now, you just get some chocolate, and you just do that with it, look. Do that with it. And there you have, perfectly presented, chocolate profiteroles. It's just collapsed. But there you go, you see. So what I'm now another plate out, and I'm going to start putting the eclairs together now. Okay. I've just got to try and get the halves right. Nicely as well. We could have put some icing sugar on them, but that's all a bit fancy. So arrange. Eh? Who's asking that? Andy. Woo woo is short for Chudley. Chudley woo. Oh, God, I just got. Oh. Oh. Oh, dear. Oh, no. Always going to happen, wasn't it? The dog's coming in now. Dog's coming in for a lick. Certainly don't look quite as well presented as the profiteroles. There are now before your very eyes 5 chocolate eclairs, okay, and 5 profiteroles. So thank you all very much for watching. We'll happily take your input for next week's delightfulness. I think I should do nothing more than try. So before your very eyes. So that isn't bad, actually. I've had a lot worse. I've bought a lot worse. So I think we can say, for a first go, that bad. So, as always, thank you all very much for watching. And like I say, I will put a question out on Facebook, possibly a bit later, asking what I should make next week. I think it's going to be between a moist chocolate cake and a big portion, or a classic Victoria sponge, which I'll also ice. Okay, pressure. So I'll probably put just so if you wouldn't mind voting, that'd be great. And hopefully you'll all have a good week. Okay, stay safe. So just wear a face mask, but not till the 15th. Okay? Can't get my head around that. But please stay safe. Have a great week. Okay. And we will see you all next week. Thank you for watching. And bye for now.